Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how a Speedcuber solves the 4x4. So let's get right into it. So the 4x4 is essentially a bigger version of the Rubik's Cube, and if you've been following my channel, you know that I released a similar video for the 5x5. And just a huge disclaimer to put out there, this is not a tutorial, this is just to show you how a Speedcuber would solve it in not real time, but like relatively real time. So if you do want a tutorial, please let me know and I will be more than happy to make one for you. This is just a fun video to show you how a Speedcuber would do it. So the first thing you need to understand is the types of pieces on a 4x4. These inner pieces, the 4 inner pieces on each face, are called center pieces. Then the pieces between 2 of the faces are called edge pieces, and the pieces between 3 of the faces are called corner pieces. So there are 8 corner pieces, 4 times 6, that's 24 center pieces, and 12 times 2, that's 24 edge pieces as well. The way you solve a 4x4 is not the same as a 5x5. If you have watched that video, if you haven't, you should check it out here. But on the 4x4, fewer people tend to use reduction, and we use this method called YAU, Y-A-U. So YAU is basically a subset of reduction where you don't entirely reduce all the things in the same order, like you don't go centers, edges, corners, or like centers, edges 3x3. And the way you do it is something I will show you right now. So first, let me just scramble this up. Also, while I'm scrambling, I do just want to say that there are some people that use the YAU method on 5x5, but that's a story for another day. So this is the scrambled 4x4, and the first thing I notice is that I have this white bar and these 2 white centers. So I'm looking at center pieces first, but not all the centers. So I'm going to be solving centers on which I would do my cross stage on the 3x3. If you don't know how to solve a 3x3, please check out this playlist and you can learn how to do that. So for me, it's the white cross or sometimes the yellow cross. So I'm going to solve the white and yellow centers first. Here's a white center with a bar, and the other 2 white center pieces are right here. So I would just align that and make the bar. Fine, and then I would make a yellow bar and then make the other bar and insert it. So just like that, I've made a white and a yellow center. The next step is to make 3 cross edges. So cross edges are edges that belong to the cross. I didn't have to like decrypt that, but basically you solve 3 cross edges. So for example, this is red, and then this would be green, and then this would be blue. So I've solved these relative to each other. So like red cannot be here, it has to be here on the left of blue if white is on top. And once you solve 3 cross edges, you don't solve the 4th one, you go ahead and solve the rest of the centers. So for this case, I see these orange bars already, and then I see a green appear here because green has to come above orange if white is on the left. And then I see red here, and that obviously solves blue. So I've solved all the centers, and now I go on to solving my last cross edge, which is here. So what I can do here is something like this to pair it and then insert it. So if you notice now, I've solved all the centers and 4 of my cross edges. So this means I haven't reduced the cube to a 3x3, but I've made it really easy now to trace the other pieces. For example, here I see red, green. So the next step after finishing your last cross edge is to solve the remaining 8 edges. So here I see red, green here. So what I do is I slice. When I slice, my aim is to insert edges such that when I slice back, I have paired 1, 2, and 3 edges. For example, here's red, green. I would insert this red, green down here. That's 1. And then the red, blue is here, and I see the other red, blue here. I would insert it down here. That's 2. The orange, blue is here, and the other orange, blue is here, but I want it here. So I would just flip that, and then I would slice back. So I've made 1, 2, and 3 pairs. Finally, here's the last one, which is a yellow, orange. So I would see yellow, orange. Put it here, slice. Now when I slice back, I want to solve whatever's here. So that's green, orange, and the other green, orange is here. Insert it and slice back. Finally, I have 3 edges left, and one is the yellow, red, which I can put here. And now when I slice back, I would like the yellow, blue to be down here, like that. Slice back, and that's it. Now it is a 3x3. Hooray! So essentially, this is a glorified form of reduction where you don't exactly go centers, edges 3x3. You kind of go 2 centers, 3 cross edges, the remaining 4 centers, the last cross edge, the last 8 edges. And though it seems like that's so much more complicated, it's really not, and it's also much faster because it helps you reduce the scope of how much you actually have to see on the 4x4. So then I would just go ahead and do the 3x3 stage. Not much to talk about here. So the first pair, the second pair, and then the other 2 pairs as well. And the good thing about Yao is that your cross is already solved, so you can just jump straight into F2L. You don't have to solve the cross when you reach 3x3. And then I've got parity here. This is a case that's not possible on the 3x3. So this is a 3x3, and there is no actual way. Oh god, I almost messed that up. There's no actual way to get a case where you have an odd number of edges flipped on OLL. So this is not possible on the 3x3, and so we do a parity algorithm, which is a really long algorithm that goes something like this. I will just put it down here if that's helpful. I don't know if it actually is. So that parity algorithm orients that last edge, and now we have a normal OLL case and we have a PLL case. So this is no PLL parity, thankfully. But if I got PLL parity, that would essentially be a case which is also not possible on the 3x3. So there's no way you can get PLL parity on a 3x3, right? Because you can never have just one swap. So yeah. Then yeah, this is just anyway. Yeah, so that's how we solve a 4x4, and I hope this video was fun. I don't think it was helpful. It was just like more of an insight into what goes through a Speedcuber's mind when they solve a 4x4. So if you do want to see me make a tutorial, I would be more than happy to do so. Please let me know in the comments down below, and I will get right on it. And yeah, I will post some solves now. You can go watch them, and I will also post them in a separate video, so please also look forward to that. And yeah, that's all for this video. Please let me know what else you want to see on the channel. I might make this thing a series because it's kind of fun to record and people are really intrigued. I have got comments saying that, you know, it's a lot of fun to watch, and I also did get a comment saying that this is not a tutorial, and I just want to say I do realize that, and I apologize that it's not very educational, but it's more of a fun thing. Like, I just want you to see how we do it, and I'll be more than happy to help you get to the same place that we are. Not that we're better or we're worse, it's just we've been practicing. So like, you know, it's just one of those things where if you do it for long enough, you get good at it. So yes, I will stop ranting now. Thank you for watching. Please enjoy these souls. Take care and peace.